Grief turns to anger as the city mourns those killed by a rogue driver. Premier Will Hodgman and his family just metres from the Melbourne attack. Donald Trump sworn in as America's 45th president. A day of tradition met with violent protests. And Tasmania's legal aid inundated with Centrelink debt concerns.
This is Southern Cross News with Rick Fontaine.
Good evening, thanks for joining us. It's been confirmed the Tasmanian Premier and his family were caught up in yesterday's deadly attack in Melbourne. Will Hodgman, his wife and 3 children were just 50 metres from the attack in Burke Street. Will stay with us still to come in our broadcast, the desperate rescue effort to save dozens from a devastating landslide and all the colour from the popular Barnbougle polo. Welcome back. A woman and 4 children have been rescued from the hotel in central Italy which was flattened by an avalanche. They survived almost 2 days in sub-zero temperatures, buried under the ruins of the luxury spa.
After 40 hours trapped beneath snow and rubble, a young boy is rescued.
The WBBL Hurricanes set for finals action. We'll have those stories shortly, but first, after the break, we'll take a look at the day's headlines. Then, new data showing baby boomers burdened by their parents' care costs, and meet the furry graduates of an animal-assisted therapy program. Welcome back. These are some of the stories making headlines tonight. Grief turns to anger as the city mourns those killed by a rogue driver. Premier Will Hodgman and his family just metres from the Melbourne attack. Donald Trump sworn in as America's 45th president. And Tasmania's legal aid inundated with Centrelink debt concerns. It's been a big day for 10 of our furry friends who officially graduated from an animal-assisted therapy program. The dog's owners having high hopes for the 4-legged graduates, ready to put them to work in the community.
This group of poochers are ready to make a difference in the lives of people who need a little help after a fish.
The greatest day of his life. Well, stay with us after the break. We'll bring you all the day's sport news with Richie Port on the verge of claiming his first Tour Down Under, and he's back. Roger Federer on fire at the Australian Open. Welcome back. Roger Federer is right back to his best, but one of his old sparring partners is under threat at the Australian Open. Serena Williams is into the last 16, along with Brit Johanna Konta. Dominic Thiem beat Benoit Paire, but Rafael Nadal's in a real struggle with German Alex Zverev.
While Rafa's fighting to stay in focus, his opponent today is the game's hottest rising star.
Thankfully, the cat made its own hasty exit. A great way to finish sport. Well, the weather is coming up next with Ken Saville.
Good evening. Well, showers about the west and south today as a weak front crossed the state this morning. Elsewhere, temps were up to 6 degrees below the average. Hobart 23, although it says 21 there, it was 23 late in the day. 24 in Launceston, which was the state's top. 20 degrees along the northwest coast. Now, 22 today in Scottsdale, Fingal, Bushy Park and the Friendly Beaches. 23 at Campania and Cressy. 20 at Grove, Larapuna and the Bass Strait Islands. With 19 at Ouse, Smithton and also there over in Strawn. Now, the high-def satellite sequence shows the centre of Australia, pretty covered in cloud there, some more organised stuff there. That's some fronts moving towards Tasmania and the Bight. And on the close-up, the cloud about the west and those mountain waves are fairly prevalent there. Now, tomorrow a high will be in the Tasman, extending a ridge over the state and bringing fine weather for most. Looks like a sunny, beautiful day in the south tomorrow. 24 for Hobart. Richmond and Ouse, a lovely 28 degrees. Sunny in Launceston and Deloraine, 25. Devonport, 21 degrees. Sunny in Burnie, 22. Partly cloudy in Strawn and 21. Carry-on-King Island, a nice 20 degrees. Sunny in the east, St Helens and Swansea, a beautiful 26. White Mark on Flinders, 23 degrees. UV and extreme 13s across the state during sunny breaks. As you look to Monday, a warm day, but but showers forecast later across the state. Showers early in the day, they're mainly fine for us coming up on Tuesday, with a fine sunny day forecast for the whole state on Wednesday. Lovely. Sunny in Melbourne tomorrow, top of 30 degrees, cloudy in Brisbane and 29 degrees, and a beautiful day over in Perth and a nice 26 degrees. And currently it's 21 and cloudy in Hobart, sunny and 22 along Launceston, sunny and 20 in Devonport. And Rick, after today's events this morning, I've decided that I won't be trumped with the weather. I will be back tomorrow to make the weather great again.
And I'm sure you will make it great again, Ken. Certainly looking the part tonight too. Well done. Well, before we go tonight, the first king penguin chick for the year has been born at the Melbourne Aquarium. Named Basil, the tiny chick weighs just 247 grams. She's still dwarfed by her mum and dad, but it won't be long until she outgrows her parents' shelter. She's the 12th chick to hatch at the aquarium, and there's more to come with penguins still sitting on a number of eggs. Well, that is all your news for now. Thanks very much for joining us. Have a great Saturday night. I'm Rick Fontaine. Good night.
Pulls up and consolidate, catch it inside. One contact with the ball. Through the room. Can they put it through the goal? The next shot. Just tapped it through the ground. Lots of stuff from Willow now. Post through the margin in there. Looks for the next shot. Up and down the field. And that's the physical sport. The fastest growing women's sport in the world. Series and Athens. Absolutely more than double there now. Big shot.